You wanna come up here? Okay. Hey, buddy. You gonna help me? Hey, buddy. You coming up too? Come on. What up, nerds? Welcome to the Nerdy Narrative, where I like to talk about bookish related things in the science fiction, fantasy, and horror genres. I upload Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. You can also visit the description box down below and click the link to join the Nerdy Narrative Discord. So Chris and I are leaving on Saturday to go home to Mississippi to visit our friends and family for a week. So next Monday, you might get more of an actual vlog style update. We'll have to kind of wait and see how things go. I also have a new patron to shout out, Victoria! Thank you so much for your support. Every bit goes to helping this channel grow and get a little better every day. Here we are, it's Monday. And on Mondays, I like to do my weekly reading update where I talk about what I read last week and what I plan to read this week. I always start my updates the same way I start my days. And that is the One Piece manga that I'm buddy reading with Una over at the Codex Cantina. In this week's volumes, we got to the conclusion of the Skypeia arc, and we began our adventure in the Water 7 arc. As of this point, Alabasta is still my favorite arc over Skypeia, although I really enjoyed the difference in the two worlds. In today's volume, in the Water 7 arc, I discovered my top favorite volume of One Piece manga to date. I absolutely had a blast reading this volume. I couldn't go 2 pages without taking a picture of something really hilarious, giggling about a reference to like an older movie. Sanji's and Zolo's dynamic has just really cracked me up, especially when Zolo makes fun of Sanji's curly eyebrows. The world of Waterhaven is just absolutely fascinating. I love that it's a water city, and that means all new different types of food and animals, and I just love how Oda tailors everything to tie in with the world he's building. So we're in a water city, so the transportation are these types of fish. They're so cute. They're fish, but they kind of have like long necks like giraffes, but they moo. I don't know what they are, but I want one. I am just thoroughly enjoying this manga. It is so much fun. Honestly, I can't say enough good things about One Piece. Let's move over to what books I actually finished last week. And the first one I finished is Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb, which is the first book in the Farseer trilogy. I talked about my thoughts and opinions regarding this book in a dedicated video that went up on the channel on Friday. I will put that in the cards for you to check out if you're interested. The next book I actually read on my Kindle. It is Post-Apocalyptic Paradise by Alistarius Black. Absolutely thoroughly enjoyed this book way more than I expected to, and those are the only 2 that I finished. So let's move over to what I started. September 1st started my very first patron buddy read, and the book that they chose is Middlegame by Seanan Mcguire. The first chunk that I read, I was very confused and not really following what was going on. It's just a weird format I haven't quite gotten used to yet. I think I know where this book's going, and I think I'm gonna like it if I can just get myself settled into the format. The format kind of is weird, so it kind of causes me to disconnect, but once I get used to the flow, I think I'll be fine. It's definitely strange. I'm looking forward to picking it up later today and getting a little bit further in and seeing what I think. But right now I'm about 60 pages in, and I think I know what's going on. The next book that I picked up is Chaos Rising, which is the first book in the Thrawn Ascendancy trilogy by Timothy Zahn, or Zane. I don't know if it's Zahn or Zane. By the second chapter of this book, I was thoroughly hooked. By the time I finished chapter 3, I really didn't want to put it down. I just wanted to sit and binge the rest of it out, but I'm trying not to do that. I'm buddy reading it with the Codex Cantina, Brad Proctor, and Kayla from Crack Into a Good Book. It's so interesting. From what I'm gathering, it's Thrawn's origin story. It's when he got recruited and his first few assignments when he has become an officer. There's a lot of mystery and political intrigue that just has me so immersed. I'm extremely eager to continue this story. As a matter of fact, it's my standout read of the week. It's the one I'm most interested in. It's my first actual Star Wars book too, so that's exciting. I mean, if this is what I've been missing all these years, I'm really disappointed in myself. I also worked on The Rage of Dragons some this week, and gosh, it's at a really great part. What I enjoy most about this one so far is the fact that it is freaking revenge based. I know we're not supposed to seek revenge. I know that it does more damage than healing, but it's just human nature to want revenge on someone that hurts you. It's just so refreshing to read a revenge-driven book. And so to segue into what I plan to read this week, I really hope to get this one knocked out over the next couple of days before we leave to go to Mississippi. I also picked up Words of Radiance on my Kindle because I ain't trying to lug this thing around with me next week. This is going to be my main read that I focus on next week. Since I'll be traveling, I probably won't be able to attend the live show on Thursday with the Storm Along 2020 group. So the next one I will catch will be when we wrap this book up. So what I would like to do is go ahead and binge this sucker out and read Edge Dancer before we moved into Oathbringer next month. So for next week, I'll also continue working on Chaos Rising and Middlegame. I am stoked to see by looking at the spines that all of next week's One Piece volumes are still in the Water 7 arc. And that's all I've got to update you on so far. Now it's your turn. Hit me up in the comments below and tell me what you've been reading, what you're going to read, and what was your breakout read of the week. I hope your morning started off really well. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.